Hello group, I'm coming on shortly. I wanted to say a big thank you to the two people that use stars already. We have Sarah, Louise, and Jillian. Hi, Chu. So if the two of you would like a reading, let me know. You guys could go first. I'm going to be going on here 1 second, guys. Greetings and salutations, group. Good morning. I wanted to say a huge thank you, like I said, to everyone who's already donated stars. I really appreciate you guys. It is an awesome way for Facebook to know I'm relevant. And now that I'm back more, it's already increased the amount of people that have been able to see these broadcasts. Just literally the Star Bash I did yesterday exposed the group to over 500 people. And that was just nobody even really came. We just I talked about my changes. So you guys are so appreciated. Thank you. Hey Gloria, good morning Jamie, good morning Sarah. We see we have a group evolving. Hi Chai Chai. We also see that we have, like I said, some people giving us stars. So how I wanted to do this is usually when someone gives stars, they for sure get on the list. We have only 4 people. So, Sarah, Jillian, if you guys are okay with waiting, I only have 2 people in front of you, which out of fairness, I kind of don't want to do that to them, but I definitely want to give you your reading. So do you guys have a few minutes? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to light the sage. We're going to really kind of, because it's Monday, we're going to get down to business, and then we're going to gab, because we're running a little late today. I got caught up in some traffic, and it was one of those things, I live near a large metropolitan area, Chicago, and crosstown traffic can just kill you sometimes. So let's light the stage for me, for you guys. I think I need it after that. Ooh, let's wash it all away. So group, if you guys are ready, let's get our sage on. I'm gonna have to get some more. So whoops, here we go. Let's start it off. It's a Monday, y'all. Everything's a little unexpected. Here we go. Thank you guys. We're opening up to Mother Nature this morning. We are going with the signs. Whatever's been happening, we've been rolling with it. The sage is helping clear away any negative thoughts we're having about it. I mean, yeah, it's Monday, but it's a brand new day, guys. A brand new possibility for good stuff. So let's go into it. Once again, as usual, my live streams are all humbly brought to you by the power of the magical being. You guys are what makes this special and magical. Thank you so much for your participation. I am going to drink some coffee right now. Oh my goodness. We're going to let this sage a smudge. We're going to go into the crystals of what the theme is today, but I can tell you this. Basically, because it's Monday, I threw the kitchen sink in it, and I brought out my entire altar. Not all the crystals I have, because I've been obsessed, but my altar. So we're going to get there. Okay, well, thank you, Jillian. Both of them are humbly waiting for the long haul. I so appreciate you guys. So we're going to let the sage a smudge, and we're going to get to our first reading. Like I said, we're going to do our focus, group focus. Don't worry, you guys. But I wanted to make sure that we were getting down to business. Because don't you feel that sometimes on a Monday? It's okay, I want to be flowery. I want to be all woo. And we're making the magic. Kind of like we were making the donuts back in the 80s, okay? So let's get down. Chai Chai, so please step down for me, okay? What are you looking for today? Let's see if we've seen any sign of that yet. No, okay, so let me know. And good morning to Matreyi, Joshi, and Kathleen. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It is one of those Mondays running a little slow. That crosstown traffic it do get to you. Makes me think of a good Jimi Hendrix song. If you guys haven't heard it, Crosstown Traffic, that's a good jam. Hello, Kim. Do you like Crosstown Traffic by Jimi Hendrix, Kim? I think you might know that one. That one's a pretty good jam. And that's what I experienced today in Chicagoland, trying to get back home. You know how it is. You'll get caught in between trains, literally like a block. And you'll have one train here, then there'll be another. It's actually in the episode, my premiere episode of Supernatural Visions. Oh, hey, Kathleen, this is your first time. Oh, we have a first timer here, guys. If you're interested, I'd like to put you down for a reading, but we have 4 people ahead of you. So you can keep this going. I will say your name, and you'll know. So if you can even like keep your headphones on. A lot of people do that, but we have 4 people. If you are interested, I would be honored to give you a reading. Thank you for joining our group. One thing real quick, guys, when we do our readings, we don't do anything revenge oriented. We're not wanting anything negative or evil. I don't do dark spell work. And also mediumship and things like that we do privately. I have been doing this for over 20 years professionally. I am Little Falcon. I have been doing it normally behind the scenes. So the past few years, I've taken it to here. I am running basically 3 groups, this main page, and meanwhile we are on Twitch and YouTube. So a big hello to Twitch and YouTube. I haven't seen anybody do a shout out yet, so if you're watching me on Facebook, know that occasionally I'm going to be talking to Twitch and YouTube. And Twitch and YouTube, no, I'll be talking to everyone, and you can't see it. See, I do a multi-streaming because we're trying to get as many people involved in the healing process in their life, becoming aware, mindful, and whatever our ancestors together want to talk about. So a lot of us are empaths, caregivers, healers ourselves, readers, and if you have joined us today, you're probably one of us. So thank you so much. I am honored. This is a privilege. So our sages stopped smudging. So Chai, if you're here, let us know what kind of reading you want. Otherwise, we'll skip down real quick on the list to Jamie, who I believe she'll have to let me know if she wants a general or not. And then after that, we're going to start with Sarah and Jillian. And guys, I do check the comments. Sometimes it's a little slow, so bear with a lady. Here's Chai. You would like a general. Okay, let's take a look. And yeah, guys, I kill names like a grandma should. I am a grandma. And there are times I'm killing it. Everyone's like, oh, what did you just say? So there you go. Since our friend wants a general, I'm going to let everybody know our deck's really fast and we'll get it going. What I want to do for you for your general, to start off your week with a good point of view, and we're going to get a little spiritual, you guys. And yeah, we're going to get also spiritual and like fantasy / then natural oriented. But these Rumi Oracle cards, I would like to pull one really quick for you for your general, because it is a very good way to start out your week, everybody. We want to be spiritually enhanced. We want to go into this with the idea we can do this mindfully, and we can also do it in a way that is creating productivity. That's all about that manifesting stuff. I'm going to write that down. We need to talk about our manifesting later. I do recognize that Gloria Prophet has just sent 200 stars. We're writing her name on the list. First of all, thank you so much. I am humbled by the support, you guys. Really, I am. And when we started doing this, I did not see this happening. So thank you. Let's pull our attention, all 3 groups, to our friend here on Facebook. Okay, now I would like the floor to recognize we are letting pure, happy, light spirit hopefully come through. Yes, we want rough truth. We want understanding to come to the table. My ancestors and yours. We want Wakantaka, the Great Spirit, the universe, to grant us a little bit of divine counsel right now. Thank you, group. I can feel everyone starting to pull down. Thank you. When I do the oracle cards, I do just one card, and I'm going to do what I call a blind pull. I'm not looking, and there's no order. There's no particular lay for this. Here we go. Ooh. I felt a little bit of intensity, a slight bit of struggle And this is like a lightning bolt. When I pulled out this card for you, my friend, the Divine Mother manifests. This is kind of crazy because I just was talking about manifesting, everyone. So let's see, where can I get this card the best way? Let's try that. The theme behind this, you guys, is literally the idea that I was just going through, which is we need to work on manifesting our daily goals through physical things, but spiritually. So here, and I just do not like the camera that way. I'm sorry, guys. We'll do our best. Maybe I'll change the camera angle at another time so it doesn't like, I just love these cards, so I'm kind of quasi obsessed with them. So the reasoning behind that is these colors and the usage in this particular card is about healing and self-love, first of all. So this week I want you to focus on healing and self-love. Look at that. It's the whole theory here, and that was just worse. Healing and self-love brings you back to center. You still have work to do. It is also a little bit indicative of shadow work behind, because as you can see, there's always a little haze. But when we've done the shadow work, look at how the purple and the colors come together as they come back. So what I really feel from this particular card as well, the Divine Mother manifests, that you are really beginning to bring things to life. So I'm going to throw down really quick this idea for you. You're going to see some things happen this week and into the next week. I think that this particular card is talking a lot about the fruits of your personal labors coming to life. But it's also letting me know that a spiritual download, and this has been a theme a lot with everyone, has happened, and you need to implement it into your manifesting routine. So guys, when you get a card that talks about manifesting, it's telling you to also up your game, as well as it is, yes, indeed, recognizing that you're manifesting, but to up your game. Lastly, really quick, we want to pull just one practical tarot card today. We have quite a group forming. We want to honor everyone with a reading. Let's take a look here what we have, though. We want to focus again, group. Thank you. We would like my ancestors and yours to sit down at the table. We would like some clear guided message. One more good shuffle. Mother Nature, thank you for granting us time here. It is your week to release pain. It is your week to realize that things that have happened in the past have happened in the past. You can let go of everything. So for us to be able to manifest, and we need to tie this together and move forward and spiritually grow, it is the continual healing process, which is constantly dredged up in our life until certain things are either A, gone, or B, continually contended with. This doesn't mean everything's going to go away forever, but straight up here we see you may have been concerned about tomorrow. Try not to worry about tomorrow. Know that the things that have happened to you that were negative were in the past, but that your energy right now is dictating tomorrow and the next day and the next day. So what we're doing right now with these particular general readings for our week, I was really trying to angle this towards what would be helpful for you to stay mindful, focused, and what does Spirit in general want you to know for your week. It's really basic, simple stuff when we break it down, but it's always important to go back to basics and recalibrate, because at the beginning of the week, it is this magical new chance to take these things forward. So what does this translate? I think you're going to have physical release. A lot of people will feel really good from this, meaning you're going to want to exercise, get outside, continue on a physical routine, because it feels like that is going to be an excellent implement like your spirituality into your daily life and create a stress reducer. So we're going to leave that there for you. Thank you. I want to say hello to the group. I see quite a few people. I see some people on Twitch. Hi, Estevez. Now understand, if you're on Twitch or YouTube, I'm also streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We're going to give as many readings as we can. We already have quite a few in line. Let me know if you'd like one. I'll take a break part of the way through. I'll re-look at the list and make sure we're getting as many people as we can. But I will say this. If you guys are on Facebook and you do give stars, it gives you preferential on the list, like you will get a reading. And look, this was not my goal with the stars, but stars, this program is actually, when it's working, pushes our group up so we can get more play on Facebook, which keeps us alive. So the more of you that are here, the more we do these group events, and it is translated into a subscription, which is like really cheap. I've been fortunate. Facebook has allowed me to price and design everything myself. So guys, for $9.99 a month, you get a full private reading with me. You get 2 private group meetings in our private group where you're going to have a reading just with me in the group. We'll set it up ourselves. You'll get 50% off my regular services all month. Plus, you get to product test all my new stuff. So just about every month or so, I'll come out with new things for free. You get to try them out. Plus, the more people we get in the subscriber group, the more stuff I can give you guys. The reason I set this up, and I'm going to be straight with you guys, is when you see these groups now, and I see Catherine has shared 100 stars. Thank you. Like, I do have you on our list. Have your question ready. It is hard to get to everyone. I do tons of private readings too. Before I got lost in Chicagoland traffic, I did sessions all morning. When I'm done with you guys, I'll do sessions till I take my twin flame to go get his poor foot looked at. So what I thought, because it was so hard for everyone to access me, that for $10 a month, you guys could have private readings with me. Plus, you can literally be a part of this group anytime you want. I have a group just for empaths. It's called Little Falcon's Empath Forum, or however I've redesigned it and retooled it. And what it's there for is for stuff like meditation, breathing, help for empaths. It's my personal forum. You're going to hear more about my private personal life I don't share, because it is important for me to help heal others by sharing my healing journey as I go along through it. And it's been an amazing metamorphosis over the last 6 months, and over the last year so much has changed. I've put out my supernatural visions. It is my little paranormal investigating show, and I'm retooling it, but I'm putting it out from what it was a year ago, and you're going to look at me then and look at me now and go, oh my God, right? So it's not like I didn't like me, but my life has completely changed for the better. And the reason why is I've continually worked on being mindful. It wasn't easy. I've continually made hard choices. So selectivity was my point here. So if you guys are interested in the subscription, it is totally worth your time and money. If you're sending me multiple amounts of stars all the time, I appreciate that, which is great. But the subscription gives you literally way more bang for your buck. I got my first subscriber the other day. A big shout out again to Cecilia. And as the group grows, I'm going to be giving out every month a prize to the subscribers. So like if I have like 4 subscribers, and my minimum is going to be 4 for a prize every month, then basically one person out of 4, you have a 1 out of 4 chance of getting a free prize too. So we were really, really overwhelmed the past like 4 or 5 months with all the free reading requests. So like me, and I did have for one moment a moderator and some staff to try to run my pages. It was too much. So when I've returned now, I thought, yeah, we're going to do this different. So in that vein, I thought I'd throw that out there while I had everyone's attention. I'm going to take a sip of this coffee and remind everyone, you guys are what make all these groups magical. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Devanand and Mina. I will do my best to get to everyone. We have quite a good list. The next person up is Jamie. She did write her question. After Jamie is Sarah Louise, Jillian, and Kathleen, and Gloria. We will be taking a break. So, know if I called out your name, you will be getting your reading today. Plus, I do see everybody else. Now, I may take a 10-minute break because it's kind of difficult when, truthfully, I want to fulfill these readings, but between spirit stopping me and technological issues, we can only seem to fit so much in. Hence my issue, why I threw out the subscriptions and all the different groups, because we need it. So anyway, thank you guys for your patience. Jamie is stepping down now for the group. I'm going to take that drink of coffee I talked about here. Jamie, guys, we're talking about her ex, so let's all focus for a minute. And yeah, guys, I do put quite a bit of creamer in it. It's this addiction. I'm always down at the Dollar General buying it. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting into water too, so don't start. Don't start, everyone. So Jamie wants to know if her former ex will return trying to contact her. And she said thank you, which I appreciate. You're so very welcome. And thank you for repeating your question. And yes, everyone, I've seen your requests. So do know I've seen it, and I'm going to go through at the break and add you all to the list and do my best to honor them. So all right, everybody, let's focus for Jamie. We want to know, it's a straight yes or no. This is a pretty straightforward one, universe. We're going to ask Mother Nature, the Great Spirit, to step down, open it up for us. All of our ancestors are hopefully listening a little bit here. The one card I pull, because I just am doing one card pulls today for each set, it is the Hanged Man. He's been waiting and waiting, and I think that he's waiting for the right time. My impression with the Hanged Man is he's afraid to do it. He thinks you're going to shoot him down, girl. He's going to be like, oh no, she's just going to hurt my pride. I'm going to be all over the place. And the Hanged Man also, like, he's trying to start new things, and this thing with you isn't new. So I think you are going to hear from him, but I think it takes a moment. And what we're going to do really quick to just reinforce this idea is we're going to take one of these Rumi cards, and I want to know the advice for you. So this will reinforce the idea or not, just to let you guys know why we do stuff. That he's going to come back, guys, a little reluctantly, thinking she's going to shoot him down. And I kind of get the vibe of what she should do, but let's get the response from the Rumi cards. Now remember, we just do a blind pull for this. Thank you for your attention, Jamie, and the group. This will give us an idea, too, of what's to come. Excuse me. So the lion and the deer. Girl, he's coming back with bad intention. He thinks he's going to wheedle his way back in with some sort of power play, and I don't think it's nice. And he thinks that you're kind of like prey, and really, when you look at those wild colors, there's something coming. I'm not going to make you worry about it. And guys, all these cards feel a little melodramatic. It's a clear indicator that he will alter his thinking, but only to like literally pursue you in that manner. And he's been waiting, kind of like predator does in the distance with prey. But here's the thing he doesn't know, right, guys? She's not going to fall for this. We've talked about this before. You're going to be like, oh no, not happening. And you're going to push away that energy. So Jamie, thank you so much for waiting. And there's your pretty direct answer. So guys, we all kind of know what to do when that energy comes. We say, oh no, not having this. This is not what I want. Who wants drama? I don't see it being productive, right? So, Jamie, whatever you do choose, no one judges you. It's your journey, your life, follow your heart. But I think you and I both know what he's looking for, and it's nothing of substance with you. We're going to look down at her comments, and we're going to move on to the next reading. Well, you're so welcome, Jamie. She said, oh, wow, thank you for Twitch and YouTube. And I did see some people here on Twitch. And yes, Estevez, I'll do my best. I'll put you on the list. You're way down there. We have quite a few people. Like I said, I'm going to go back through and try to redo the list. And guys, if you don't reach me today, know that I'll be back. I try to come every day. Tomorrow I can't. I may not be able to do it Wednesday, but I'll do my best. But for sure, Thursday I'll be there. And possibly again Saturday and Sunday. So keep an eye out. This week's a little more busy for me. But you can always reach me through private message. And once again, thank you. I'm humbled and honored. This has been just amazing. The response. So Sarah Louise, would you please step on down? It is your turn. I believe you just wanted a general reading. Next would be Jillian. So I want to do the Sacred Forest Oracle for you for your general, okay? And we're going to start off with this deck. So if you would step down and focus for me. And a big thank you to you again for giving stars, everyone. It's just so, again, humbling. I'm so honored that like everyone keeps returning as well as the stars. It's been fabulous. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, she's ready. We're asking the Great Spirit, Wakantanka, to come down to open up counsel today. We want a little directional for our friends this week. It is Monday. I want my answers, just yours, to help me. Pick a card, blind pull, don't look, lady. The owl spirit of wisdom is your beginning theme for your week. I want you to look at her reflection. It's like she's like, yep, I knew it. I want you to know that it is not about being egotistical. There's a humbleness to the idea that we do know things through our experience. But if you look at this card, it's showing the tiger of the sky pretty much swooping down at you with the idea that she has all of that fierceness, all of the energy, and all of the wisdom needed to do what she needs to do, because she herself is a fairy and is magical and is light and needs to recognize that. So you're being inspired to look around you, and you may actually, this might be a sign you're going to see an owl. Now, in some Native American cultures, it's bad luck, but the way I look at it is usually animals are there for messages for me. I have had some awesome owl vision, and I have to tell you, this is the idea that you're going to be challenged this week about the basics of your morality and who you are. So basically, I want you to go back to knowing, oh, I know this already. So you're going to have like a repeat experience, something you've gone through before. So let's hold that thought, her repeat experience. Now we're going to pull out one of the typical tarot cards today. We call them that, I do, but it's just the regular way. Trusted and tried and true. All right, we're going to open back up and ask your ancestors and mine. Thank you so much today, Sarah. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, first of all, there's 3 things that come to my heart with this. Your communication, how you communicate with people, is going to be challenged. They're going to try, I believe, in some way to come back to you in a way that maybe you've known before in your past. And I want you to work on filtering that message, because it feels as if the child in you, this Page of Cups, I feel in this case is your inner child, kind of like you not wanting to fall back into old patterns, because people are going to talk to you this week at a certain way that makes you go, okay, no, I'm not going backwards. The owl spirit lets me know you already have the wisdom, but now it's time for practical application. And I think that this particular challenge is not for you to sit and worry about, guys, but it's for you just to be aware of the universe. Usually when you say, yeah, I'm not going to let all of this get to me in my daily regular routine in life. I feel particularly a female is going to talk to you a certain way this week, probably during your work interactions, and you're going to feel challenged. There's a female family member that comes through that has probably done the challenging, whether this be good, bad, or ugly. Guys, when we talk about challenges, it doesn't mean that they were a terrible person necessarily. It's just literally issues we have as a person. So there was your spirit guided message also that just came through. Thank you, guys. I wanted to lastly pull one of the room cards for her really quick, and then we're going to pull up our next reading, which would be with Jillian, and then we have Kathleen and Gloria, and then I'm going to take a break. Let's take a look here. Wow. Immediately when I pull those cards out, I want to take another step down, another step back, practice my breathing. The Rumi cards are so ethereal and calming to me. Let's open up the floor to the way you can be mindful. What is your message today and for your week? Last shuffle. Thank you, group. I could totally feel us all moving right back down with these cards. Blind pull. Ooh, this is like my favorite card by this deck, and that's just because the message. It's the impossible made possible. If you guys have been watching me, this came up on the day I was just thinking about my favorite way of saying the word impossible. So I have to tell you, you are a magic maker and you need to know that anything is possible. The biggest thing you've come to realize, obviously, then, is your thinking in your life and the way you control things is all up to you to a degree. Your everyday existence, the way you look at stuff is up to you. And I want you to really use this, heavy Leo energy as it's winding its way down to you living and having to really get that joy squeezed out of anything you want. The impossible made possible. My favorite way of saying the word impossible is I'm possible. You cannot put limitations. So what's this, all this tied together, I really feel you have transcended a bit of these physical feelings of angst and emotional issues from other people. You're working on how you're dealing with stuff, and now you're literally ready. So, wow, it goes into our manifesting theme that we're having. We're going to talk about that after the break. But what you're looking at with the impossible made impossible is you need to know miracles are real. So look, you're going to be challenged. You need to look above and beyond and all of it and go, oh my God, and see the miracles. So guys, that means I would say in the next 30 days, Sarah, you're going to see some really interesting things that really make you feel, wow, that's miraculous. But I want you yourself to implement that personally this week. When these challenges come and go, you know what? Nothing is impossible for me. I can deal with all this. This is just going to flow off me. And I'm going to become very consciously aware of the magic that I can make in my life. I try to do that myself. So I want to impart that a little bit last with you of magic. You could do this. Thank you, Sarah. So we're going to set these aside, pull up our next reader. A big thank you to everyone today for joining me. This is Little Falcon. If you're joining me on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, let me know at the break. I will assess and see how many more readings we could do. If you guys are enjoying this, like, comment, share, follow. And if you're feeling really sassy, you could buy stars and send them to me on Facebook. And if you're also on Facebook, you could subscribe to me for $9.99 a month to get private time with me and so much more. All right, moving on. Our next person here, Jillian. Please step on down. So Jillian is a frequent flyer as well, and I really appreciate you. What are you looking for today, Jillian? Did you say you wanted a reading or anything and what you're looking for? Because she gave some stars, which really helps support our group. Let me double check here. It's so nice to see so many people. And I did say Kathleen is after Jillian. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's not letting me refresh that. So Jillian, thank you. She said general. Oh yeah, you're awesome. We're going to do it in reverse this time in a different order. We're going to start off with our practical concern for you and pick just one of the two oracle cards that we feel will help you. Okay, so what we're going to do is focus for our friend Jillian. All right, one good shuffle. Let's get it going. Mother Nature, open up. We like my ancestors and Jillian's to come down. Sit at the table with us today. Thank you for the lovely energy group. Let's take a look. Okay, your first card is a person, which means we're going to find out how to deal with this person. And I believe we're going to pull a Rumi card. The Queen of Swords, everyone, is a powerful woman. At times, she's a lawyer. At times, she's a person who works in the military, like a cop. And she's also a very powerful individual. And plus, at times, we all want to emulate the Queen of Swords. If we're women, we want to be strong. That doesn't mean you don't have emotions, but we want to set this aside. So this is an upcoming challenge for her this week. And we asked this week for us to understand, for each one of us, what should we do? Where's our focus? What's our challenge? So we're going to do the Rumi card because I really feel this is a philosophical issue, guys. It's like, how do we deal with a challenging person or our image ourselves. And thank you for joining over on Twitch V365. We are streaming on all 3 platforms that I can at one time: YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We are doing an oracle reading for our friend. Let's focus here. All right, Jillian, focus with me. We want my ancestors and yours here down at the table. We want to understand, how do we deal with these situations? All right. A blind pull. Not going to look. Hand of Fatima. Okay, you're going to need to reach out into your inner self, really, because what this feels like to me, it's your divine ancestors, and they're going to ask you to tap into yourself and to what you know is right and good. And so for a lot of people, when you see a challenging person coming, we can tense up or we question ourselves. And my vibe here in general, in all challenging situations in the upcoming week, you want to ask the ancestors for guidance like I do. You want to sit down at your own table, have your meditative moment, and then when you're in these challenging situations, call upon it. Like I said, you're going to have to dig deep inside. And also, you guys have the answers. That's part of this. Again, I know that when you see them reach out, this is you needing to reach out for spiritual help and enlightenment. And it's you needing to dig into the idea that this is the way. And it's not easy, you guys, because when you take the spiritual route, you end up being challenged and constantly having to look at yourself all the time and your responses to people. And it's beautiful because you learn to control it, more things about your personality, but at the same time it becomes deeper and a more rabbit hole we go down. And this is where you're at. And what's weird is, yeah, guys, and maybe it's not weird, but it's always the way, I'll put it this way, that a person will just make you go, all right, that's it. I'm getting into this other spiritual routine this week, which is where this is leading me for you. I want you to start to try to implement one new spiritual practice, okay? One thing. Just think about it. Just one thing. Because I think the universe is asking you to reach out, because message is coming. Just for you alone, not for me, not for the group. Can you guys feel that sort of light divine energy around this? It's very light, very relaxed, and it's the healing energy maybe you also need to allow in as you've been doing all the hard work you need to. So this is also confirmation for Jillian that she's on the right path. So with that, we're going to end that guided message for Jillian. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. And hello. Hi, Lucieri. Yes, everyone here. Thank you so much for joining me. We are triple streaming today on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. I am doing 2 different oracle decks, and the straight tarot. Today's streaming is, as usual, brought to you by the Magical Java Bean Coffee. You guys are what makes these groups magical. Thank you so much for joining. Before I take my break, we have 2 more readings. Our next reader is Kathleen. She is new here. Yay, thank you so much. She did share as well. I do see that, and you followed. She sent stars, which if you guys are on Facebook, you can do that. It's a fairly inexpensive way of helping support what we're doing here. If you guys want to take it to other levels, you can also subscribe. Plus, I do private session all the time. As I was saying before and after this, usually I'm off doing something like that. I'm sorry, that was just wrong of me, but this is so good right now. Thank you guys for sharing your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. So Kathleen would like a general. So we're going to start off different this time. We're going to take, and I really do like these cards. There's this beautiful element to it of fantasy mixed in with lore. And it says, enter a secret dimension to discover the truth of your soul. I believe in the idea of energy, guys. So what we're doing together is we're using our group energy to try to enhance any messages we're getting. So these are kind of special and different than what you're going to get privately, where we get really deep and personal. This is literally harnessing our group energy, and it is so beautiful and powerful. I want to thank the group. So now let's turn to Kathleen, please. Group, will we focus together that lovely energy we have? All right, Kathleen, let's focus together. Great Spirit, Waka open up things for us. We would like to have a one when you run across. Plus, you're inspiring. The Bluebird Spirit of Happiness, though, lets us know, yes, we do have dark times, of course, but the happiness level is up to you. Look at the gorgeous colors in this picture. We have that sort of pinky purple in the background. You are that contrast that everyone needs. You come into the room and it's that contrast. So Kathleen, hold on to the Bluebird Spirit for just a moment. Bluebirds are very important in the ecosystem where we live as well, when you're talking about prairies and forests. So I believe in this card there's a sense that you are integral and important in people's lives and situations. So this is just like confirmation that the universe sees this, but you need to see it. You need to see how you lighten the room and you lighten people's lives. Let's set that aside. We need to take this a little deeper. I want to know what your spirit guided message is like on the philosophical end of it. Like, how are we going to handle stuff? We see that you probably need to be outside a little bit, enjoying this part of the season that we can if you're in the United States. And, Kathleen, we try so hard to stay focused in life, but I have found being outside and doing some meditation, just listening to the birds. It doesn't matter if you're urban, you're suburban, there's birds everywhere. You can become part of the rhythms, and it is so relaxing. I want you to do a little acknowledgement that you're still part of all of that beautiful rhythm and heartbeat of the earth. So now with these Rumi cards, we're focusing in for our friend group. Let's do this. Asking Spirit, like it does, to take this down a notch. How can we be calm and centered and mindful with everything that you're going to face? Being who you are to everyone, Kathleen. Last good shuffle. Now we're going to do a blind pull. Oh, what a wonderful, relaxed energy. Thank you, everyone. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. Ooh. I want you to understand that a lot of us right now are, first of all, needing to recognize who we are. And this is part of what you're doing with that Bluebird Spirit and being mindful and knowing you bring joy, but to bring joy to yourself. I think this card honestly has two meanings for me, for you. One is to dig yourself, because when I look at this, she offers the sacred wine, so drink. I feel as if this is as much about you seeing how fabulously magical, mysterious. Look at her. You kind of wonder, what is she thinking? That's you, but you also need to step forward and take the wine from someone else. You need to tap into the sacred, feminine, divine sense that you can basically get those messages. We're talking a lot about this. You guys, Spirit must be calling you, your ancestors, other women, other people, entities that want you to explore what is you. And sometimes all we need is a simple reflection from someone else to realize it is time to drink from our own cup. That sounds funny, right? But it's true. So find that happiness every day as the Bluebird Spirit. You got this. So with that, we're going to leave that there for you. I feel that was your message. I'm not going to throw in a tarot. We're just going to leave it right there. I feel you've come into our group at the right time. Thank you so much. I appreciate your calming, kind, sweet energy. It radiates right back at me. Thank you, Kathleen. I hope to see you again. We're going to now move on to our next reading. If you are watching me, guys, we're doing free readings. I'll do my best to get to you. I'll be taking a break soon, and I'll reassess. You're so very welcome, Kathleen. Guys, she said thank you. We're going to now move on. Next here we have Gloria, who once again gave a bunch of stars. Thank you, guys. I am so humbled with this that's been going on. I feel really like, wow, I'm on the right track with everyone. I've been trying to retool this in a way, like I said, that gives you guys some time with me, like this, time with me privately, time with me in my full session work, so that we can stay balanced. The empath group is really going to grow, and if you guys are interested in that, you have to get a permission from me. And it's to me a place that like sensitives can talk about being sensitive without being afraid of being exposed. So I'm going to get deep with everybody. We're going to have group meditation events and all that sort of thing. So thank you for sharing your energy, everyone. So Gloria would like a work reading. We're going to pull out the typical tarot first for that. You know it, guys. We got to get down to the nitty gritty if it's about something important like work. I'm going to recharge for just a second, have myself a drink. Ooh. I will be filling this back up during the break because that is pretty good stuff. Once again, if you're just joining me, we are focusing for our friend Gloria on Facebook. She has been so kind as to give some stars. She will be our last reading before the break. After the break, I have quite a list that's going to be forming. So during the break, guys, let me know you want a reading. Please, just wait till I go on break and start saying that you want a reading. I know some people have asked before others. I'm going to do a lottery system with however many people there are, okay? I'll pick a certain amount and I'll just blind pick some. And if I call your name, you're on the list. I'm going to have to do it that way. I do apologize. I'll be back as soon as I can. All right, let's focus for Gloria. All right, universe, please step down. We want to have some clarity about her career. We want to understand what's going on about work. Mother Nature, thank you for the insight. We're humbling it, asking Walking Kaga to open up again for us. Last shuffle. Things are getting complicated, huh? That was a complicated shuffle. So guys, I always wait until spirit, my soul, my body tells me to quit shuffling. That was pretty complicated. So for you, Gloria, I'm going to put down 6 tarot cards. We're not pulling oracles right now. These are just straight 6 cards. 3 cards down and 3 cards straight up that are considered your challenges or obstacles. If you guys have seen me do this, we're doing this to like break it down because I felt this complicated level was requiring a quick breakdown, but more than just 1 card. So you've been doing your best. This could indicate physical travels as well as you traveling away from your problems at work and life in general. She's been an obstacle, this Queen of Pentacles. This is the past. We're going to set this aside for a minute. Don't worry. In the current, we're talking about the Queen of Cups, another female. We're going to get to her too. But what the obstacle and challenge is with her is the literal workplace, the way things are set up, the way things are going. Now, okay, this is where we will go back over this stuff, but I want you to see this. You can make your wish for things to go a certain way, and you're going to get a certain amount of it. The other part here is life seems to be rushing in with its little conflicts here and there, letting you know sometimes you have to let go of control, understand that goals at times are fluid and have to be changing with the times, as well as you yourself have to continually be patient as you recalibrate how you deal with people. This Queen of Cups comes across as not a negative person, but you're having to deal with maybe her existence and how it is playing out. My vibe here is not everything's exactly going to even out in those scenarios. So for a lot of us who are self-employed, like for me, that could be a whole lot of different people, but usually something will resonate with me and go, oh yeah, I know just what that situation is, and I'm really clear here. It's okay for you to be like, yeah, I want it to go this way, but no, work's only going to be so satisfying at times, and you're only going to have so much things you would like. There is a little challenge coming, I want to call this Knight of Swords rushes in with a little bit of a problem, and it's not always a physical person. This is the idea of trouble. We're gonna pull really quick a Rumi card to see how you should deal with this today, and like what to expect a little bit more, because usually when we get to that card, it's like, yeah, this is how this is gonna play out, and what for you, like how you could deal with it. For example, we'll pull that out. And guys, we do have a troll, and so when I am on my break, I will block them. I don't endorse any other readers, period. It's not that there aren't good readers. All right, let's focus for our friend. Thank you so much, guys. When we take the Rumi card deck in our hands, we all just try to... Okay, here we go. All right. Let's take a look. One more good shuffle. Feel it all falling away. So there's really nothing for you to worry about. I can feel that. Even though life is complicated, maybe we make it too complicated. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have to say this to you. The Divine Discontent card means that it kind of goes with that Knight of Swords. Like, you're not going to be super happy all the time with your career. And I think that what you need to know is discontentment is a part of the process of creation and adjustment in our lives. So guys, Gloria needs to go through a process of creation, destruction, because destruction leads to creation. And it will lead to what she needs. Because at this point, it really looks like she is kind of understanding that, yeah, things are the way they are, and I need to alter them and work on them, and what do I really want for my vision? So that's what this also makes me think, like, what does she want for her divine vision for the rest of her life? So like career, you guys, that's like what you're doing every day. And if you're not content with the people you're around, or it's beginning to make you feel a certain way, then it's time to consider, what is my discontentment about? Is it about the job? Is it about how I'm looking at life? And know that discontentment is important. Now, divine, that word is so important lately in this group. Understand, you're being also asked to listen. When the divine steps in, it means like there's a message, a moral to the story. Something's gonna come in, and like, basically it's an answer on its way. So that I'm not here to tell you about, but it's to get you ready and prepped and know that you've been asking the right questions. So thank you, Gloria, and everyone. I'm going to go on a break. I'm going to count out how many people I have. I'm going to basically write it down, and I'm going to pick a few people for a reading, and I'll let everyone know who's on the list when they get back. I'm going to have to do a lottery system because I have too many people. So what I need you guys to do is, if you want a reading with me, now is the time to comment. I'm going to go on break, write the list, and then I will pick randomly some people, let you guys know. Meanwhile, I appreciate everyone. You guys are great. Thank you so much. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So stick around. And if I don't see you after the break, no, I'll be back Wednesday. And you can reach me privately for sessions, counsel, and be sure to check out the Empath group. We are changing everything over there. Okay? I'll be back. Greetings and salutations. I am back, and I am pleased to announce that Jillian Haichu is my second supporter. Thank you so much. For her $9.99 a month, she gets one full private reading with me, whether you want to do phone call or video chat, regular chat, it's up to you. And then we have a special subscriber group where twice a month you can have a full reading with me, and we can schedule whenever you want. This way, you can also be a part of all my product testing. And then this group, as it grows, is going to have a lot of extra benefits. So with every new supporter, we add on new stuff. So I'm so excited. Yay. So I'm going to be putting out some posts about how you can, let me know what you want from the group, Jillian. You and Cecilia and everyone who is joining can help us mold the supporter group into what we want. The subscribers, we need to know what really makes you guys happy. So we're starting off at this level, which also gives Jillian 50% off all of my regular services. Okay. So basically, when we get down to it, we can really dig deep. So I'm so excited, guys. And by the way, you can cancel at any point in time. There's nothing that locks you in. Get a month's worth, get your fill, come back later, hopefully. So once again, I'm so excited. Thank you. So before we started again, I wanted to relight the sage and let everybody know we didn't get a lot of people saying they wanted readings, when I re-asked. So Mina, you are first. So by the way, Mina's going first. Okay, so if you want a reading, there are still some spots, so please let me know. So we're going to relight the sage. We are so grateful for the group. So again, hello, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you for joining me. We are relighting the sage, and it is a smudging. I'm asking the universe to wash away anything anyone was feeling. Let's just relax, guys. Let the calming, healing energy flow. It is a beautiful Monday, a brand new day for opportunity. So what I did, though, is I've pulled out everything but the kitchen sink. I've got the whole altar. Here we go. Literally, y'all, I just brought it all out again. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite pieces really quick, and then we're going to go on to our next reading. And I'm going to put that there because that is so heavy. It is really heavy. So, we lost a little piece. I'm going to put that in a candle. That's pretty rare. So guys, when crystals break, there's a meaning behind it. Usually they've been used in ritual. Sometimes it's because I dropped them. So this is a huge chunk of amethyst that is still in the rock. Isn't that cool? So I really do like these particular amethyst pieces because of their uniqueness. This was given to me by a close friend. She's amazing, sweet, just wonderful. It's kind of like a wand. Little tiny guy. And since we're going with amethyst, this is less amethyst. So guys, when you get the ones that you can barely see, that's what that is. That's okay. It's still good for you. I love it. So I really do like, all the different colors we have of calcite. Here's yellow. It imbibes all types of summary vibes, as well as the idea of completion of projects and then eventually harvest. So this calcite for me is just the most calming crystal almost, and it just reminds me to be grounded. The blue takes me back to the turquoise, which I love, which it isn't, but it's the idea of the blue. Now we're going to move on to aventurine. You guys are going to see me use these a lot because I really feel the energy, enthusiasm of career and creativity, connectivity to the earth is imbued with these particular crystals. Here is the non-raw, the tumbled, and here is our raw. So lastly, before I go on to our reading, and Mina let me know that you're here, I want to show you one that I haven't talked about as much. It's very delicate. This is satin spar, feldspar, selenite wand. These are things that I often have on here because I feel they're extremely receptive to energy. They're energy enhancing. They're very delicate things. You have some things that are more, I believe, a little more rough elements, like this rock carnelian. But I do believe that this particular piece, and the reason why I love it, of course, it's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. But it always enhances the mystery, the wonder, and it really, again, is bringing me really back to Mother Earth. So here on our altar, I threw everything in there. And I needed it today. And I'm feeling so much better. So thank you for joining me. It's been a really wonderful session. Mina is here for her general reading. Or what did you, no, I'm sorry. You wanted to know, actually, the next couple months if anything good is coming. So that's pretty much a general. But we're going to do a couple things here for you. Let's start off with our regular tarot. We're going to do just 3 cards for that. We're not going to do any obstacles because I want to pull an oracle card for you to give you inspiration. And guys, this is still going. I won't pull it in front of you. Let's let it go. Thank you so much, everyone. You guys are so kind. All right. Focus for Mina. One more good shuffle. We're asking the universe to give us a guided message. We would like to know over the next 3 months, 1 card for each month, what our friends should expect, as well as we're going to absolutely take some time to recognize that with the oracle cards we're going to use, there's always spiritual growth. And boy, this sage is really smudging right now. We have some new people following. Hey, Candy Ams50 on Twitch. So if you're just joining me, my name is Little Falcon, and I am triple streaming right now on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We are currently giving a reading for Mina on Facebook, and if you're just joining me and following me, no, I come back 3 to 4 times a week for our group. We do free readings, spiritual counseling. It's a lot of fun. We drink coffee, we make jokes. If you're joining me now, know that we have very few spots left open, but if you're interested in a free reading, please let me know. Mina is getting a 2 to 3 month quick mini session forecast, okay? And yes, Candyman, you are our next reading, so please hold on. Thank you for joining. And guys, Twitch is a lot of fun. Their names are super cool. Like, a lot of us have just like picked our regular names, you know? Really. Candy Ams. I'm sorry. Why I said Candyman? That was just the wrong thing for me to say. So let's move on. I have the cards down for the first part of your general. Okay. So when I look at your stuff, Mina, I feel that recently, and this is going to be for the first month as well, because I think that right now you're fulfilling projects. And over this next month, you're completing things that were faded. And this is all good stuff, guys. So a cycle is ending. And in the current, and this is now symbolic for the second month, you're going to have a little bit of an upheaval. You're going to have a little bit of psychic energy disruption. Your field is going to be entered a little. Straight up, this is like, woo, crazy chaos. They're baying at the moon, and everything's getting wild. But it's a little bit. And this may fall in line with something personally that you're going through, but I feel it's really about this last month's challenge. So the Hero Pant lets me know you're going to be doing everything you possibly can to get everything completed. It's going to be a good time for you. Literally, you start a new season, a new time for yourself. It shows there that you're completing one and starting another. The timing is right. You're going to have a little bit of emotional, psychic chaos, but you stick to what you know, and what you know is right. And the socially orthodox element of this always makes me think that something in you is always trying to do the right thing, Mina. It's like you're like, yeah, I really want so hard to stay in line with what's right, but I need to do what's good for me too. And you're going to be challenged in that way. And now I want to explore this middle element, the month 2, and what type of disruption are we talking about a little bit? Like, what's your guidance there? Because I felt that spirit is like pushing me towards this roomy angle, which, as we know, brings the group down for a moment. We got no worries. We just have information to find out. And then we have life experiences to learn and grow from. Now let's reopen. I'd like my ancestors and yours to come down at the table, Mina. Let's join the rest of, hopefully, the group in a positive way. We're trying no negative energy, but we do want some sort of straightforward message. Thank you, guys. We do a blind pull for this. Let's take a look. I do have my eyes shut. Okay. Beyond death, life. Wow. This is an interesting card to be seeing. So, the love connection she's asking me about. Hold your thought, because I do see your question. Thank you. And that is important, guys. You do guide me for your reading. So, we will do something else for her about that specifically, because this was not really focusing on anything love oriented. This particular card is talking about something that could lead into a relationship. So let me get to it real quick for you. If this was a tarot card, it would be the Death card, and it's letting you know you're going through that transition we were talking about, meaning you're open to new spiritual things, possible relationships, and a good relationship with yourself. You begin to know that you transcend life, and that it's more or less literally nothing in life is anything to worry about. So as for the love thing we're going to go into, and we're going to ask directly, know that the timing, whether it happens now or later, is not important, and to not worry, and to not let any practical things in your life that are facing you upset you, and to make sure you're finding some joy in the everyday. So let's step back, okay? She's asking a specific question now, so let's focus first. Thank you to all three groups and to Mina. We're asking about a love connection, which honestly makes me think of, I believe that might have been like a dating game or something in the past. So let's all focus. Is the universe aligning up for you soon? One last good shuffle. All right, let's take a look here. Okay, it's giving her an idea here of two things. First of all, in the third month, we see the person or situation. So just to be clear, things are changing right now for you, coming and going of all kinds of things. Remember, we were talking about in the current and meaning in the 2-month time frame, you're going to need to deal with the messages you're receiving. And then this is you probably, hopefully, receiving them well and being open, because we saw that in your oracle, your Rumi oracle card, about being open and not scared, because here it comes. So it's like the return to love. This isn't someone from your past, so don't misunderstand what this card means. Straight up, this is like you going, oh, there's opportunities, but maybe I just don't want it. And you've gone past, it looks like, the idea of worrying that you're going to maybe just keep meeting the same person. Because here you go. Don't be scared. Be open, because in the third month, someone comes into the picture. It's not huge because it didn't show initially. So I'm going to tell you guys why I want to emphasize this. This doesn't mean it isn't going to be some great love connection. But it's letting her know that it's probably just the beginning time of something. Like, say, when you meet someone and you have that spark and you're interested. So as for progress, you're going to want to wait and see type of approach and give this just some time to air, like, and breathe itself. And that's what I tell everybody. Timing is also very difficult with the cards. So keep yourself open to love. But again, you are not looking for that certain type. So there was something to that. Just try not to go there, Mina. Thank you. Hey, Catherine. She is back. We do, I think, have a slot after our next reading if you were interested. Next up, we're going to go to Twitch. We have somebody new. Candy M's 50. Have you ever been with us before? Oh, no, you followed, so this is new. So you're new, I'm assuming. And yes, you can get a reading. What is on your mind? Let's explore this. And once again, today's magical broadcast is brought to you by the Magical Bean, which is coffee, and group. You guys are what make this magical. For real. Without you guys, none of this would be going on. So I'm humbled and honored. Thank you so much. We actually had our second subscription. Today we have 2 supporters on Facebook. For just $9.99 a month, they get 1 full private reading with me, 2 readings in our private group setting whenever they want, as well as 50% off all my regular services. They also get to try all my new products for free. And also, guys, as this group grows, the benefits are just going to keep growing. So if you're interested, check it out. For $9.99, that is like a mouthful. So thank you. So Candy M, let me know if you're a male. I'm assume you're gonna be a female, but I could be wrong. I called you Candy Man at one point. A rest of the year reading. Okay. So what are you, a girl or a guy? Let me know. And Catherine did say yes, she wants a 1 card. That's cool. That's cool, girl. You need to let me know. Think about this for a minute, Catherine. On Facebook, do you want a Rumi oracle or do you want a Sacred Forest oracle? And, you know, if you want to choose, let me know. It's good to have you back, girl. Ah, there's Estevez 014. You are there now on the list. I was going through trying to get everybody to let me know right before the break. So thank you for letting me know you're still here and want a reading. Okay, thank you. Candy Ann's 50 is a girl, and we're going to go ahead and do her reading. So, guys, we're going to take out our typical, the one I use for bigger things, serious things too, more timing and practical matters would be the Rider-Waite. So, group, let's focus. Once again, we're triple streaming, so if all 3 groups would please focus. All right. We're asking Mother Nature, the universe, the great spirits to open up and do a read for our new friend on Twitch. Thank you for your patience, everyone. What I'm doing for you, because we have a little bit of time left in the year, we're just going to do a general for the next months till January, August till then. Let's take a look here. And yes, Estevez 014, you can be next because you were on the list and you were missed. I do apologize for that. Catherine, you're going to go right after Estevez. I do apologize for that, guys. I really did. And I'm assuming that's Estevez. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Twitch has been so sweet. So, all right, let's jump into this. So, we are focusing on a lot of time, guys, so we're going to do the best we can with broad meanings, okay? So, in this case, I want you to focus on the first portions of the next 6 months or 5 months, however many's left, Basically, well, it's less than that. Oh, my goodness. It's August. I'm freaking out. Communication about money. So whomever you're running your life, your partners, your coworkers, everyone, that communication needs to keep flowing. Plus, it's also letting you know a little bit about informational. Like, you're going to be getting a lot of information about money. And so, okay, guys, it doesn't necessarily mean bad things. So the challenge card about this, and this is really clearly not a challenge, is the star. But it is letting you know with the star, which means hope, spirituality, good connection, is that you have a lot of hope to literally go through the financial things. I don't want you to worry about these things because it feels like, to me, sometimes you can get things muddled and confused just simply by not A, planning, B, talking about it. Communication could be all kinds of elements here. So let's back up and set that aside for a second. Because over the next 6 months, there is an important meeting, and it's probably, 4 months, but pardon me, that you're going to be dealing with. I want to step back for a second. The theme in your reading is very similar to another reading we were just doing, and this is trying very hard to do everything right. I don't want you to go overboard. I don't want you to really miss, smelling the roses, because it looks like no matter what you do in life, you're never going to be exactly who everyone else wants you to be. You're not going to be always the queen of productivity, but you will be owning your situation. So this is you having a bit of financial improvement towards the end of the year, and you feeling as if you've done everything right but not gone crazy, because look, this meeting here makes me feel, in the middle of the time period we're talking about, that you're going to have found your rhythm. And this is clearly about a couple things, guys. Socially, she's going to have probably be dealing with dating and dealing with a situation that may be more than one person, or you're thinking there with more than one person. There's a lot of things going on here. So if we were doing a private reading, we would break this down even further. But remember, guys, these are like mini readings. When you do full readings with me privately, we dig, we talk back and forth. It'll be the same way when you do readings with me in the subscriber group. So up this way, I really feel, you know, which is what you're looking for, is my advice to you about the relationship front, is that you are looking for someone who doesn't make you feel like you have to either A, compete for their attention, or B, there's someone else around. And let's go back to this first thing, because I want to tie this all in for you, because we did talk a lot about how you're trying so hard for the next months to do the right thing. Communicate very clearly with everyone over these next 30 days what needs to be done financially and personally in your life, and have a lot of faith in your own abilities to make things come about. But I think that you need to be drawing some boundaries, and according to this, it's about time as well that you spend in your life. Scheduling is huge here, because I really feel at this point you can get overwhelmed really easily with a lot of things that would be going on. We do see, and this is the other meaning to this card, you guys, is the competition in your personal affairs, meaning like the midway through this point, you're going to be so busy doing stuff, you may not even have time to work out dating. But when things do go on, understand boundaries are important in defining what do you want. So I'm just going to leave that there for you. I want to move on to the next reading, which is Estevez, but I just want to say your card reading makes me feel like you've had to be very strong and tough, and I would like to see more cups of love and things for you at times. So please be nice to yourself. It almost makes me see, looking at this, that like there's not a lot for you. So I want you to really focus on that, if you would, for yourself. Now remember, guys, this is like a general. I'm doing whatever spirit guided message I'm getting. So know that there's a purpose, that we've all met here and everything. So you are so very welcome. Candy M's on Twitch said thank you. And my continued humbleness, and just like, I'm so humbled. This is so amazing. I'm going to have a sip of coffee here. Estevez, would you step up and let me know what you would like? We're going to do an oracle card for you, and then we're going to do an oracle card for Catherine, and then we'll see where we're at. We'll probably wind it up for the day. So if you're just joining me now, this is Little Falcon. I've been giving professional readings for over 20 years. I am now here sharing my time with you and having you have, I hope, a good time in our group. We are triple streaming today on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And our goal here is to reach as many people as possible, to be a healing, helping, and hopefully joy-spreading group of people. So thank you for joining us today. All right, having a little more coffee. Let's get out those oracle cards. We're going to do for you. And Estevez, would you please let me know your question and if you're a male or a female, okay? Because I'm going to do a Rumi card for you, okay? Thank you so much for waiting. I'll probably do 2 oracle card pulls for you. Let's focus for our friend. Estevez is going to let me know on Twitch. We'll be with you soon, Catherine. Let's see here. Check in the comments. Male, and you would like a work reading. Absolutely. And in that case, you know what we're going to do? We're going to set those Rumi cards aside for a minute. For a work reading, guys, I'm going to pull out the Rider-Waite Tarot. We're going to do a 6-card pull for you. That is 3 down and 3 obstacle or challenges, however you want to look at your life. Please focus for me. I'm asking Wakantanka, the Great Spirit, my ancestors and yours, to come down to the table today. We would like to have a career work reading for our friend on Twitch. One last good shuffle. Thank you for your concentration, group. Well, and right away it starts talking about organizations like work, so we know we're right away on the correct path. Excellent. Let's get to it. So there's a job here, and this is where really, guys, I'm like never surprised when I see the next card. So here's the job. This is you. And sometimes it's, this next card could mean you're unemployed, but for a lot of people it's like, oof, don't like my job, not fitting there, it's not going so well, or there's a problem. It's making you turn away from the situation because look, the cups of happiness or love are spilled there. There's some still there, okay, mind you, so we're not completely seeing it gone, but we want to focus on what's coming up and what your general guidance is, because right away it's reminding you, look, you can be stubborn all you want, and I'm not saying you are, but the way you've been handling things currently by shifting gears is important. So this is my advisement to you. Don't be stubborn. Shift gears a little bit. Know that it feels like with this Hermit card being the challenge about you shifting gears, that you have to really talk yourself into this somehow. Or someone's had to advise you and say, look, you need to shift gears. And what does this mean, guys? Shifting gears means I think you need to make a little bit of a new choice. We're going to get specific here. Straight up, it shows this card, he didn't know what to do. Okay? There's a lot of choices. I think you've narrowed down your choices and you've been starting to wonder, do you need to make a choice? Because your obstacle with making a choice about either moving on from this job, fixing what you have, and for some people it's finding a new job. This ace, this Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Wands we're looking for isn't here. So basically you have a lot of questioning, and this High Priestess lets me know, again, with the Hermit in the same reading, you're really thinking about all this very hard. There's a spiritual element, meaning you're going, oh my God, and right, you're working, but you want something better, and you're a little bit tired, right, and you're totally rethinking this going, So here's my advice. Be very specialized in what you're looking for. Put out your manifesting wish. And guys, to manifest, you have to put this out on the daily. Be proactive. Have your mantra. Say, I do want better. I'm going to find better. It's right around the corner. The universe is bringing it to me. And then you need to look for it. Be proactive. Be positive while it takes time, because this is going to take you some time. According to this, I would say for about 4 or 5 months you'll be searching. It's okay. I think you will move on, and I think that's where the numbers come in. Because I've sensed from the beginning here that it's almost like it's time to shift. So enthusiasm is so important, guys, with your job. And being able to be present and enjoying any moments of your life too is also important. But like, what are your goals? What do you want out of your career and your life? And no, it's not always possible to get those things, but guys, we can really position ourselves always towards what we would like by literally manifesting it, doing stuff to get it better, and we'll at least get closer. The way you need to look at life is it's always you trying to angle yourself to find more joy and happiness on the daily while getting it done. So thank you for waiting and sharing your energy today, Estevez, and joining us. So if you have not followed, like, shared, please do. If you're on Facebook, consider giving me some stars to support our group. And if you're really feeling super sassy, you could subscribe. But anyway, we're moving on to our next reading, because I think we really hit you there pretty good, Estevez, okay? Well, you're so very welcome, Nisa. Thank you, and thank you for waiting. So, guys, I'm sorry if I've missed some of you. Please make sure you're following me so that you can catch my next, live events, which I should be back Wednesday. Hopefully, I can do that in the morning. I have an afternoon session already planned, and then we'll be back for sure Thursday, and definitely a weekend event. So, moving on, Catherine, are you there, girl? Ooh, Catherine on Facebook. been to Yosemite and all over. I'm not jelly, but I'm in like complete admiration. I love hiking. I'm like, of course I love traveling, but like I'm such an outdoorsy geek. It's like, oh my God, those are on my list, some of the places she was at, and I can't remember all of them. Then she's been to the East Coast, which, I'm here in Chicagoland, so no, I've not gotten there yet. I've gone west, and I've gone east. Indiana doesn't really count to me. I'm right by the border. Okay, let's see. What are we doing for you today, Catherine? All right, I'd like to do the Sacred Force Oracle for you. So if you guys remember, this is our light, ethereal, sort of fantasy-laden deck. Let's get our magical vibe on, guys. Okay, group, let's focus for our friend Catherine. One more. Really good shuffle after this. We would like all of our ancestors to sit down at the table. Catherine and Lynn. I'm sure they got some dish for us, and I would just love to see what they'd have to say about everything. Let's take a look. We're going to do a blind pull, guys, which means I throw up these cards. I don't look. I'm about to drop them this time with the inspiration with my finger there. Ooh, girlfriend. Dragon power. Okay, this is beautiful. First of all, I think it's the cutest kind of dragon with the purple. And yeah, we know I like purple. But the thing I really feel from this card when I first saw it was this, oh, it's gorgeous, it's powerful, it's evocative of really you being this magical, yet truthfully, like, guys, she must be pretty straight on, sharp, smart. Catherine must be just like this, but you want some magic. I think that this is kind of like you need to take your power to go make that magic, girl. Find new adventures. Because, like, when I saw that hiking, I'm like, oh, she knows how to have adventures. So now you're being called again to new adventures. I think you ought to get out there. You know what we like to do? We get lost. We go somewhere and we get lost and we find the greatest places. But what I would like you to consider is the dragon is making me think today, I don't know why, of like flowers. Okay? And flora and fauna, and I don't know why, but to me, I'm thinking you should be around flowers. I'm going to go with that because it just keeps coming to me. As well as symbolism. So, okay. So, guys, sometimes we're not into symbols. And what I mean by this is, like, see the peace symbol. It's the idea that you are trying to surround yourself with things that make you feel peaceful, that things that make you feel like you can harness your own energy and power. So consider that. Sometimes we wear it like around our neck. We call it a totem sometimes. Have something in your pocket. So that's what I'm thinking that really means for you. So find a new totem. Look for a rock. Find something that, and maybe you'll just run across it. So this is the other message. Keep your eyes out for it. So maybe when you're out in a natural setting around the flowers, you'll find something nice, a totem to carry in your pocket to help remind you that you have the magical power yourself, Catherine. So I want you to experience some magic. It just keeps taking me back there. So have a very magical rest of your day, Catherine. And I hope everyone else has a also magical day. We're going to wind up today, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to my friends on Twitch. I will be back. I will not be back till probably Wednesday, maybe Thursday as well. I am triple streaming right now, so a big shout out to YouTube and to Facebook. Thank you for everyone who has contributed, watched, given stars, and to our newest supporter, Jillian Haichu. Thank you so much. I'm so humbled. Once again, this is Little Falcon coming to you with peace, love, and be safe, guys. It can be chaotic. Don't let it get to you. So until we meet again, please take care. Thanks for joining me.